Hi, friends. Again, sometimes when we think about who Jesus was, we imagine him as a slow walking, slow talking, hand waving, piercing eyed, faint smiled superhuman being who never felt the same way that we do. Except for his crucifixion, it's hard for us to imagine him wanting for anything or telling a joke or looking over at his friends and saying, "Guys, let's grab something to eat. Let's go to Buffalo Wild Wings." But this is exactly who Jesus was while he was here on earth. He felt all the earthly pangs of thirst and hunger, of joy and sorrow. He enjoyed the company of his friends, and he was hurt from the pain of their betrayal. When Jesus fasted, like you, he got hungry too. On one particular occasion, we don't know if he was fasting on purpose, but he was hungry. So he sent his disciples to KFC. Okay, that's a stretch, but he sent them to the village to buy food. While they were away, he struck up a conversation with a woman who came to the well where he was sitting to draw water. You probably know the familiar story, and in the dialogue that ensued, Jesus asked her for a drink of water and offered her living water. Her response is funny. She says, "Well, mister, you don't have a bucket and the well is deep." When Jesus explained that the water he would give would be a river of eternal life flowing from whoever drank, she forgot all about the bucket that he didn't have. And she said, "Give me of this water." This water would make her sad life a little easier because she wouldn't have to come back to the well. But Jesus wasn't interested in making her life easy. He was interested in making it eternal. That day she came face to face with and drank of the living water, and then ran off to tell everyone what the living water did. The disciples came back, and this is where we'll pick up our reading in John 4:31. Then the disciples began to insist that Jesus eat some of the food they brought back from the village, saying, "Teacher, you must eat something." But Jesus told them, "Don't worry about me. I have eaten a meal that you don't know about." Puzzled by this, the disciples began to discuss among themselves, "Did somebody already bring him food? Where did he get this meal?" Then Jesus spoke up and said, "My food is to be doing the will of him who sent me and to bring it to completion." She got water and the Lord got food. Her water was recognizing the Messiah was sitting right in front of her. His meal was the completion of his Father's will. If you want to be full, then figure out the Father's will and do it to completion. That day, Jesus' hunger left him. Why? Because he had introduced somebody to Messiah. It filled him up. It confused all his friends who wondered who had given him a mystery meal. Friends, we have access to both the living water and the meal which is more than bread and able to satisfy your mind, your body, and your spirit. As you fast, I pray that his will is accomplished completely in you and that today you will be filled. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow.